What's going on, traders? This is Mike with Tactical Traders doing some end of the day scans today on February the 22nd, 2021. And right now I am looking at ticker symbol ZOM on the daily chart over the past year of price history. So we are very familiar with this ticker. We actually did a couple of videos in this pretty much when it was a sub penny, right? Like I think it was down to 20 cents, 18 cents area when we first made our last analysis on that. You can check back into our older videos. We're basically issuing a buy for a ascending triangle break, if I remember correctly, right around the 20-cent range. From then, this has had quite the move all the way up to almost $3 a share. So pretty impressive. A lot of nice volume lately too, which is going to be key in these penny stocks. You're going to want that liquidity. But let's briefly go through the chart together and highlight some areas of interest and maybe develop a nice profitable trade plan to keep an eye on in the next coming days or weeks. Alright, so let's zoom up a little bit more on the daily. Alright, so as you can see, we had a nice uptick in price action. Price action went up and then went sideways for a few weeks, consolidating before having the next surge of volume and leg up to that high of 291. And then similar to over here, the price has momentarily pulled back, not necessarily given up all of its gains yet, which is a really great sign, but more or less has pulled back and gone kind of sideways in the last few days. Also another sign of some consolidation. And as you can see right here on the chart, it's just some obvious areas of support. It looks like this $2 area right here. It was resistance to stay. However, it was broken, and very common to see resistance points being broken to the upside, it becoming support later on, which it was tested here, and then as well as today. So pretty interesting chart setup right here. I am a fan of it from a bullish perspective. We are only going to be looking at this from a bullish perspective as well. But ever since that 291 high, we have had that was lower high since, like I said. So we can just connect some of these data points here. And we start to have a nice little pattern unfolding, which is going to be a descending triangle. Now, descending triangle pattern is going to be a continuation pattern, which means it's going to be continuing the overall trend. And as you can see from the 50 SMA here, this orange line, it is in up incline fashion, showing us that this is going to be an overall bullish trend for that. Now, we do have the 200 SMA below here, which is more flat, but this is also a more lengthier of time, 200 days, compared to the 50-day. And we're going to be looking for a trade in the near future, not as far out as a 200 SMA might be needing on the confirmation. But let's drop it down to a smaller time frame since we are going to be looking at this trade in the next couple of days. Alright, so this actually might display the pattern a little bit more clear for some. So this is the 1 hour 20-day chart. As you can see, we had that nice uptick in the price, and now it has been going sideways, hitting some resistance at this yellow trend line right here, but having support right down here on this green line here. So as we're going to be moving forward, we're going to be watching for the price range to get tighter and tighter in range, bouncing back and forth to eventually where there's no more room for it to go. And we're going to be looking for a surge of volume to come in at the same time that price action is beginning to break past this yellow trend line. So if you're not already in the trade now and you're willing to do a more of a momentum breakout buy, definitely put in alerts on your charts for the 240 area to be broken. We'll draw that up right here. So yeah, right here about this 235, 240 area, you can see that this acted as some support, broke down, now acting as resistance. Similar to how I said earlier, how resistance being broken to the upside can become support. That is a vice versa for support. When support is broken to the downside, it can then become areas of resistance. So that works kind of both ways. So at the break of 240 is where I'm going to start to take this pretty serious. And I would definitely recommend buying in here at the 240 break if there is volume, with a first price target of 280. Now, when I say first price target, I do mean we're planning on having other price areas to come up. So I recommend taking off 20 to 30%, maybe half of your position size off, to let the rest of your gains continue on through your shares or calls as we go up to new highs, but still locking in gains as we go. So again, the first price target is going to be 280. I do want to go back to that daily chart just to see, the 3 year, just to see if we have any price points over there. Alright, so actually I didn't even look at this. Here we go. So this is actually really interesting right here at the 298 over 3 years ago or 2 years ago. That was the high over there. So it's kind of standing true to right now as well. So after that 280 price target, I'd be recommending another profit taking area at roughly we'll call it 290, so only just another 10 cents, maybe $3. Maybe take off a little bit more heavier position, maybe at least half of your position size there, and see, because that $3 is going to be a whole number. A lot of eyes are going to be on that, but that is a multi-year high, so definitely going to be some resistance there. Keep that in mind. But still, when you're dealing with micro caps like this, those 50-cent moves are really great percentages. So by no means it's a small gain. And if you do want to start scaling in here, more of a speculative buy within the pattern itself between this $2 and $2.20 area, that's a logical area too. I would just keep a stop loss, or just alert for it dropping below this $2 area. Maybe reevaluate, if it gets below that, giving a little wiggle room maybe to the 190, 180 area, but just to keep that in mind. So just a quick summary, either buying speculative within the $2 range here, looking for that surge in volume and price action at the break of 240. If you're not already in the trade, I do recommend buying at the break of 240 with volume, with the first price target of 280 and second one briefly before the $3 mark. All right, traders. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It helps us out a ton. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, or check us out at tacticaltraders.com if you would like to jump in our live 24/7 chat room. Thank you for watching, traders, and until next time, stay profitable.